Ooh, there we go. We actually took out a Tuskegore Rider. Very nice indeed. Hello Reformers and welcome back to Warsword Conquest, and Percy is here once more, and you can see that he's actually got a little bit of a better piece of armor on, and that was thanks to us taking out a band of elf sentinels. I actually did gain 2 of those pieces of armor, and I've given one to Katya. Now, amusingly enough, Katya does not have a weapon, so we're going to have to get her one from either a battle or maybe a marketplace or something like that. But otherwise, I am here to try and find maybe... there we go, there's another companion over there. I'm going to try and just recruit as many companions as possible, and eventually that's going to get annoying because they all level up and they all, well, need to be, seen to, all individually. And Groth is looking upset for some reason. Why is Groth looking upset? Because I sold a prisoner? Are you serious? If we're going to have problems, Groth, you know where the door is. Yes, you certainly do. Alright, so, I hope you have a reason for bothering me. You're a bit serious, aren't you? Well, of course I am serious. My name is Scarlock, and for much of my life I have protected the Lorelorn Forest from invaders and trespassers, especially the green-skinned kind. Alright. Well, I run an adventure company. Would you join me for Oh dear. I was like, yes, would you join me for 100? I would like him to join me for 100, but I'm going to say no. 4,000 is a bit much for a companion at my stage of the game, at least at the moment. So what we're going to do is I'm actually just going to show you what I currently have on here. I just have this crude High Elven Sentinel armor. It's a little bit better than what I had on previously. I still have the Wizard's hat on, of course, and I still have my Jade Magic. Now, I do realize that there have been a couple of updates to Warsword Conquest, and while I would love to be able to update, it is apparently not save game compatible. And I am not completely sure whether the bug fixes included are going to be... I mean, yeah, they are worth it, obviously, but I've already started, and I don't know, maybe we'll do it in a couple of episodes or something if there's more and more patches, and it's just going to make the game overall better, So I think that's what we'll do for the moment. I would like to get additional spells, because obviously having 2 healing spells is a little bit one-dimensional, and there are new spells that I would very much like to get. But, for the moment, what we're going to do is we are going to go on the high seas. Oh yes, on the high seas, high elves, did you get it? Yes, you see, my references are on point today by the looks of things, or at least one of them. Alright, so we are now the proud owner of a ship, and I will be chasing after these Skaven corsairs. Oh yes, and we actually have a... Oh, I dislike when you sell people into slavery. Well, would you like to be sold into slavery, Groth? Because I'm pretty sure that beard could come in handy for some... I don't know, for something. Anyway, let's go over and try and tackle these Skaven corsairs. I've been doing a little bit of fighting, not too much. I have quite a few archers now, so hopefully we'll be able to overwhelm these corsairs, and we'll see how we do. I mean, we do outnumber them considerably. I still have my polearm, by the way, still have all of that, so we should have a pretty easy time of things. Gonna get out my little spear here, and what was that? Did you see that T-pose? That was hilarious. Okay, oh, there we go, we've got level 12. Very nice indeed. Okay, now if I could just get a couple more kills here. Wow, we're actually losing quite a few units, but I guess that is to be expected, considering a Skaven Corsair champion is over here. I'd like to get a kill on that if at all possible. The Skaven champion is no doubt going to give us a huge amount of experience. And, oh, look at that. Groth actually did level up to 2, which is pretty nice. I'm actually wondering whether I should take his weapon and give that to Katya, because if he's going to have a problem with us selling prisoners, which we're not going to do that much, but if he's going to have a problem doing that, then I'm not entirely sure if I want him to stick around, so to speak. Okay, so there is a rusty Corsair helmet here, which could be very useful for one of our people, and there's actually a shield here as well. You know what? I actually kind of like using a spear without a shield for the moment, mainly because it gives me a little bit more control over how I'm going to use the spear, and I think personally gives me a little bit of extra speed on the thrust as well. But Maybe that's just my imagination. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to head into Groth here. Hello, I'm going to take away your... I'm just going to... You know what? I'm just going to give him this shield. This is what happens if you complain, Groth. This is what happens. Yes, exactly. Okay, so otherwise, yeah, I did actually rescue a couple of people from a battle. I think it was actually... I think it was a couple of vassals. It was actually an overwhelming amount of vassals from the High Elf Kingdom, and they were fighting a Beastman Lord. And basically there was only about 30 of them remaining, but they had a couple of prisoners that I was able to rescue. And I didn't think that that was too worth me showing that, because it was an overall stomp, and I basically did nothing. So, yes, there's that. Whoa, this guy has 15 charisma? You know what that means? I feel like he would be... what is he actually going to be good at, though? Increases recovery time... I have no idea. I have no idea what he's good at. I guess I'll just give him some Iron Flesh. Actually, no, what? No. Why Iron Flesh? No. Power Strike, I think, is probably going to be a little bit better for him. But, yeah, that's kind of a bit weird. It's kind of a bit weird what kind of skills he's got there. 15 Charisma? What's good with that? Let's actually just take a look here, because I obviously have leveled up once again. So, what is good with this? I guess Willpower? Willpower could be pretty good for him, and that will give him 2 points of magic resistance, so I suppose speccing into that is probably the way to go at some point. And you can see here that I've actually been speccing into surgery as well, because, let's face it, I don't have a medic right now, and I'd like to be able to just prevent my units from being killed outright. I don't really mind whether we take a bit of extra time to rejuvenate ourselves, but getting that extra bit of surgery I think is kind of useful. And I think I'm probably going to be speccing into that once again, because who knows, maybe once we do get a medic companion, instead of speccing into surgery, wound treatment, and first aid, I can spec into wound treatment, first aid, and engineer. And then we can have a little bit more of a wider spread, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Now, one of you in the comments did actually let me know that the damage/accuracy of spells is determined by your firearms proficiency, or at the very least a little bit. And I guess that kind of makes sense, considering it uses the same kind of animation. So I'm going to continue leveling firearms here. If it is not the case, then it doesn't really matter so much, because proficiencies, in my opinion, they're very organic. They will level up, you know, along the way, no matter what you do, really. Oh, look at this. We have another 8 Skaven corsairs. And I'd like to try and rule the seas here, so that's what we're going to try and do for the most part. And I'm actually just going to use my scimitar for taking out this fellow, because don't really want to get outclassed by a fellow that would love some cheese right now. I am actually being outclassed. Did you see that? Oh, that was embarrassing. Oh well, never mind. We don't really have the greatest one-handed weapon proficiency, so obviously we're going to be a little bit worse when it comes to faster units. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so we still need to give that helm to someone, don't we? Okay, let's have a look. Who could use it? Well, Katya obviously could use it. I did also get Anton there as well, so Anton is now, you know, ours. Ah, yes. I thought that might be the case. Unfortunately, this is only a Skaven helmet, but we are going to give her... Oh, she can't use that. 7 strength? You can't use a weapon with 7 strength? Okay, I'm going to give her a shield at the very least. Does Anton have a shield? He does not. So I guess I'll give him a shield. Oh, this sword. Yes. He has 6 in strength. What is with these guys? What is with him? I have no idea. Did he level up? No, he didn't level up. Okay, so I guess considering everything, I'd much prefer to have Katya get kills, because she has much better armor on at the moment. And I guess once she levels up, she can use the Dwarven Axe. And I'm going to give Groth back his axe, because apparently no one else can use it at the moment, which is kind of bad. But oh well, never mind. Okay, let's get a couple of these Shadow Walkers. These guys are the top tier of the top tier, and they are going to hopefully be proving themselves in upcoming battles against whoever we find on the ocean waves. And we're going to just walk around. Well, walk around. We're going to go and ride the waves around this area here, and we're going to just see whether we can find people. Ah, hello there. Dark Elf Raiders. Oh, okay. Now, as far as I'm aware, these Corsairs, these Dark Elf Corsairs, they come with insane crossbows. And I'm not entirely sure if I want to head in versus them, because it's going to be kind of damaging for us, I feel. But I guess we might as well. There's only 24 of them. Maybe our archers will be able to beat them, but I have a feeling that we're probably going to take quite a bit of damage here, because these guys are able to shoot very quickly from what I remember. Is that actually the case? It doesn't seem to be the case. They actually don't seem to be doing that much, which is kind of a bit weird. But, well, never mind. Okay, let me see if I can jump down here and do some damage. Yeah, there we go. We actually got a kill. Can you imagine? Wow. They must be very embarrassed right now to be killed by Percy. Oh, another one. Another one. Oh, wow. Another one was embarrassed. Very good. Okay, so oh, yes. Apparently I cannot use spells. Can I not use spells here? Your attempt to cast regrowth fails. Well, I suppose I can't cast spells in naval battles. Well, that's absolutely fine. I don't think we really need to rely on those. But, you know, it's good to know at the very least. And what did we lose? We lost so a couple of Hawkeyes, Marksmen, nothing really to worry about too much. And we are now gaining some rusty Dark Elf Corsair armor. Which is it better? It's slightly different. It's just slightly different, the attributes on that, and yeah, I need to take those bolts as well. There we go. Yes, I think someone actually did mention that maybe I should try using a crossbow and some bolts, but as far as I'm aware, the main issue with that is that any ammunition, I would expect, is the problem for that. I think bolts, arrows, and cartridges for all of their respective weapons, they are the main issue with using magic and that at the same time. Anyway, we're going to continue to level up a couple of people here, and we're going to see, yeah, I think that's fine. Let's see if anyone needs the armor. I think Anton could probably use the armor, so yeah, he's using a waistcoat. He doesn't have 7 in strength though. Yes, he does not have 7 in strength, so that is not particularly good, but he did, oh wait, he leveled up. He leveled up. I didn't even realize that he leveled up. That's fantastic. Okay, so let's give him that 7 in strength. He has 15 in charisma as well, but isn't he an undead? Isn't he an undead? So we don't really need to worry about him becoming intoxicated or whatever the case may be. But I might like to get him Constitution anyway, just so that he can restore himself faster. Because having companions that can restore themselves quicker and being able to utilize their skills much more often might be a good way to go. So I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to go for that. I'm going to do Weapon Master next time he gets into he gets a level, and yeah, then we can head onward. Oh, we've got some more Skaven Corsairs. It seems like we're getting into some slight problems here with our army capacity. You can see here that most of my people have probably been knocked unconscious or killed by this moment. And I'm not entirely sure whether we're going to be able to win against these Skaven Corsairs as a result of that, but I guess I'm just going to try my best. Ooh, that's really good. Did you see that? Skaven Corsair champion already eliminated. That is perfect. That is really nice to see, because if we don't take those guys out fast, we're going to have some problems. We are surely going to have problems. So let's see if I can maybe get a couple of kills here while their backs are turned. There we go. Yes, we are very sneaky high elf, amazingly enough, because I don't exactly know that much about the high elves, except that they look down upon everyone else, because they're very snooty, apparently. Yeah, but I don't know whether they're sneaky. Are they sneaky? I don't know. But I can imagine the dark elves are probably the sneaky elves, and the high elves are probably just arrogant and all that sort of thing. But yeah, coming in from behind, that's Percy's thing. Maybe he's maybe he was born in dark elf territory and he, well, emigrated or something to high elf territory because he was just too snooty. He was just too snooty for the dark elves. Maybe that's it. Anyway. Let's see what we get here. Skaven Sword. Actually, you know what? That might be kind of useful, considering I can maybe give that to Anton now. Yes, there we go. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Not too bad. And he does have enough to wear the... Oh, well, he looks kind of weird now, as you can see, because he's not that thin. So he had to like squeeze into that set of armor quite well. All right, so there you go. At least we do have a couple more level ups here. And yes, give me those Hawkeyes. Very nice. Okay. So we have 41, but many of our people are kind of knocked unconscious at the moment, so it might make sense for us to make a brief stop somewhere. You know what? I did know that there is actually a siege going on. Oh, there was a siege going on at Gorespite, and I thought to myself, oh yes, it would be a pretty nice idea if we could maybe stop by there and help out our High Elf friends, because I think it was actually under siege by one of our High Elf lords, so it would be kind of nice for us to do that. But anyway, I'm just going to go here to this castle, and basically I'm just going to wait and rest up a little. Ah, well, yes, I kind of assume that this is a bug, and probably a bug that has been fixed in one of the patches, but yeah, you can see that there's actually a copy of my ship over there. I actually wonder whether I can use any of those ships if I land on the coast once again. Wouldn't that be amazing? I think that'd be pretty cool, but otherwise, yes, obviously not intended. Oh, what's this? Ah, no, some dwarven units right there, nothing to worry about, so to speak, and yeah, it's kind of, oh, yes! It is actually under siege again. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, so maybe we will be able to go in there and actually help out a little bit. Amusingly enough, the beastmen are currently not annoyed at me. So I'm a bit worried about this, to be honest, but I guess we'll just take a look. Ooh, hello there. Hey, you know what? You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to become a mercenary of the High Elves, but every single... Yes, there we go. Alright, so yes, basically what has been happening is over the past, I don't even know how long I've been playing Warsword Conquest, I think maybe an hour and a half or so, just off screen, just kind of getting things rolling a little bit, because obviously in the early game it's kind of difficult to get yourself into battles that are winnable. And so what I've done is I've just walked around trying to take tasks from the various High Elf lords, and all of these tasks were basically in the form of, please deliver this letter, and just repeat that 100 times. So yes, obviously that did not really work out too well, but we now have the opportunity to join the High Elf Kingdom. Very nice indeed, let's do it. Okay, so we are currently, oh wow, we're at war against quite a few people, but at least we're not at war against the Skaven or the Orcs or the Tomb Kings anymore, so if I want to, I can go to those places and, you know, sell and make my presence known. But yes, I think we're pretty good. And that means we might be able to participate. There might be a little bit of action going on here. Prince Eltharion wants to speak to me. Wait a minute. Oh, is that the one? That is actually the one. They all look the same, don't they? They all have the same armor on, the same helm and everything. Well, they actually don't look the same, but, you know, there's actually quite a few of them. And once I learn the names, it will be a little bit easier to know which one is which, basically. Alright, so what does he want me to do? He just wants me to follow him. Right, okay, so he's actually just gonna say to me, could you scout these things? I'm going to assume he's going to say that, and then we'll miss the fun in the siege. I can find you some cattle. Yeah, okay, I'll find you some cattle then. I really don't want to. Let's face it, I really don't. Oh, hello. Okay, wait. I'm actually unsure whether they're going to join the battle alongside me, so I'm a bit worried about it, personally. So, I don't know whether I can allow them to... Yeah, okay, so shall we... Oh no, that was close. Wait, where are you going? Oh, they're going over there. Oh, they're going over there to tackle this guy. Alright, so let's do it. Wow, that's pretty insane. Okay, so, move in to help Prince Eltharion. Let's do it. We have... Yes, we have a lot of units. This is exactly how it kind of was previously when I was off screen, but the enemy only had about 30 units. So, this might pose a bit of a threat, because these beastmen... Let me tell you, they are very vicious, and I mean, it's in the name, isn't it? Beastmen, you know, they are going to be kind of vicious, and we do get the opportunity to now see the other spell effects, the other magic that other people have access to. And nearby allied troops regain health and cause fear. Wow, okay, there are some insane spells. Wow, this is pretty cool. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to wait. I'm going to do a little bit of scanning here. You can scan your units nearby when you are a healer like I am with the N key. And you can see here, 9 nearby allies are lightly wounded. And, oh, there's a whole bunch of... oh, there we go. Okay, I guess I'll just do it now. and have... Oh, that was Earthblood. Oh no, I wanted regrowth. Okay, let's do regrowth. There we go. Okay, so that's helping. Maybe. Is it maybe helping? I have no idea. But yes, you can see here though that regrowth does not have a 60-second cooldown because someone has used a spell that has given me a much reduced cooldown, which is amazing. So if you have those people, or if you have that kind of spell, then obviously you can make your spells automatically, well, get ready again, you know, so that's pretty cool. And I have regrowth once more. I'm going to wait until Winds of Magic is a little bit of a higher roll to use it. There we go. Winds of Magic 4. Okay, I guess I'll use it. Why not? There we go. A couple of people did kind of need it. And no, I do not want to die. I do not want to die, thank you very much. I'd like to get a couple of kills maybe. Oh yeah, that was actually some nice damage, considering this guy is pretty well armored. Me doing that much damage when I don't really have the greatest offensive capability, and this spear, by all means, is not really great. I mean, it's okay, you know, it's okay for its purposes, but it's certainly not a lance or anything like that. And maybe we'll be able to take him out. It would be really, really cool if I could actually get this kill. Never mind. Razorgore Thunderhoof. It would have been amazing to get that kill. I think there would have been huge amounts of experience for us there, but seems like that. Okay, it seems like there's something weird going on with the battle size. Ooh, there we go. We actually took out a Tuskgore Rider. Very nice indeed. And maybe I can tackle someone else on these back lines here. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, but I'm just pleased that I was able to get any kill, to be honest, because obviously the High Elves, they're very, very good at what they do, you know. They have a lot of damage, but they do tend to be maybe a little bit squishy, maybe a little bit squishy sometimes. So, whoa, okay, there's some cool effects going on here. I gotta say, I'm really impressed at the magic effects. And it's been a long time since I've actually played a mod that has magic of some kind, so it's really cool to actually see those things again. And especially the amount of work that has gone into it as well, because obviously making magic work in Warband is very difficult, I would say, because the engine is not obviously, I wouldn't say designed for it, and it's just so cool to see how smoothly that it has been integrated. You know, it's very smooth. There's no problem with it whatsoever, with the exception of obviously, you know, not being used with bows. That's always obviously grinding my gears, but you know, that's not really it's not really a big deal, considering all of the effects look very well polished and they work consistently, no problem at all. So let me see if I can actually just survive here. I've just taken another 19 damage. Maybe I can bring out my regrowth spell and do a little bit of healing here. There we go. Okay, so did that... Oh no! It failed! I had Wind of Magic... Oh, I had Winds of Magic 6? Oh, that's really, really sad. Okay, well maybe I can use this then. There we go, I actually did cast that. I cast Earthblood. Very nice. Okay, so regrowth will be ready in 12 seconds. Winds of Magic is currently at 1. I'm going to just play a little bit more of a supporting role at the moment because, of course, I am very low in HP, and I don't really want to head in and potentially get myself killed, even though I do have, you know, the various things that can... oh, really? I failed again? Even with the Winds of Magic 7? Oh, well, never mind. I do tend to have various skills that will rejuvenate my HP a little bit faster. It's no first aid. I do not have first aid, so, you know, that might be a bit of an issue in longer battles. But there you go. Very nice. Walk Between Worlds effect. Oh, yes. They've got some cool names, don't they? Alright, so there you go. That was another one of those, and we only have 69 enemies remaining. And I'm hopeful that I might be able to help out a little bit here. Yeah, as you can see, nearby allies are not wounded at all. But I am going to try and do my best. Look at these effects. It's just crazy, crazy nice. Speed of light. Nearby allied troops have fighting ability augmented. There's all kinds of things. Oh, they're just charging. They're just charging straight on in here. Okay, I might be able to take advantage of this by maybe doing a little bit of something here. Yeah, there we go. We took out a Tuskgore Rider. That was a big, big risk I took there, but it paid off. Paid off nicely. And maybe, yeah, I'm a bit worried about this. I think I might die pretty soon if I stay still for too long. Oh, okay, that was a bit weird. Am I dead? No, almost. Very, very close to being dead right there. There we go. There's the death. There's the death. Okay, well, it's okay. It's okay, because we have basically stayed alive for the entirety of the battle and gained a good amount of, hopefully, experience. Not for me, but, well, actually, yeah, maybe for me, because we did get a couple of kills, and that has obviously made a bit of an effect there, but, yeah, if I just zoom out here, you can see the just grand scale of these effects going off. And I feel like the High Elves, they certainly seem to be very, very powerful indeed, but obviously we are outnumbering the enemy right now, so it really is no surprise. I mean, you have the Skaven in the exact same situation, and I mean, Skaven are known as being kind of squishy, so they will get themselves killed pretty quickly. And High Elves, on the other hand, obviously they are still not exactly well armored, you know, they're not like Chaos or whatever, you know, they don't have a huge amount of heavily armored units, but they do have a lot of magic. And I feel like Skaven, whoa, that was a Doom Bull right there, wow, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, anyway, point is, I feel like if the Skaven had 1,300 units against a party of High Elves with 200 or 300, it would end the exact same way. The Skaven would win, because obviously, you know, outnumbering and everything. So that obviously makes a big difference. Anyway, there we go. That was a nice victory for the High Elves, and we're going to be getting a little bit of extra relation. And he managed to escape, unfortunately, but I do get to take a Berserker Gore prisoner. And I don't know whether you can see, but this guy looks menacing as anything that you've ever seen. That's crazy. Alright, so that's pretty good. And now there are some deserters over there. I would like to take them down if I potentially can, but unfortunately I don't have a huge amount of HP, and hopefully this is when my constitution will come in handy. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue leveling up our magic and leveling up our pathfinding, because I want to make sure that I am as quick as anything, and make sure that I don't get myself caught out. Otherwise, that will be the end of this episode. Next time, we'll try and accompany these guys a little bit more and see whether they take Gorespite from the Beastmen. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.